Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. We are just few hours away from the Nhlanhla Commission into the allegations by General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. But before we even get to that point of the commission starting, General Mkhwanazi has another score to settle with a forensic consultant, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. General Mkhwanazi is suing Mr. Paul O'Sullivan for 5 million rands for being called a criminal who runs a hit squad by Paul O'Sullivan. Before we go into that story, I would like to remind that the day that General Mkhwanazi held that media briefing, Paul O'Sullivan was one of those people who stood up and say that what General Mkhwanazi is doing is not allowed. He's overstepping his authority, and I would really want to go to that video that Paul O'Sullivan did with Newsroom Africa just after General Mkhwanazi did the press briefing, and he was criticizing the man for the actions he took. Please listen.
So why? Let him explain. Why is he wearing task force uniform? Why did he have 6 men on either side of him wearing task force uniform with masks on and brandishing firearms? It was a media presentation. So what, was he afraid of the media? What did he think would happen to him at that conference? How much did it cost the taxpayer for him to be standing there? And by the way, he had pretty much the whole of the KZN Provincial Police Service there with him. If Masemola authorized him to do what he did, the two of them can go down together, because I'm calling for a judicial commission of inquiry.
It is clear that there is bad blood between the two and scores need to be settled. Well, the commission is offering that opportunity for General Mkhwanazi to come forward, and also Paul O'Sullivan, if he wants, he can come forward to really speak about the allegations that he has against Mkhwanazi, because he accuses him of being a criminal and also running a hit squad in KZN. Let us look at that story. So about a month ago, Paul O'Sullivan went on to Base News, which is a YouTube channel. And on that podcast, he was addressing the issue of General Mkhwanazi. And these are some of the things that he said. He said that he opened a complaint against Richard Mkhwanazi in 2009. He alleges that Mkhwanazi was abusing the Crime Intelligence Secret Service funds for his personal gains. He continues by saying that 16 years later, the theft is continuing by people running the crime intelligence, including the hierarchy of police sanctioned by Fani Masemola. And some of that cash finds its way into the illicit operations ran by General Mkhwanazi. He went on further on the podcast speaking about the fact that General Mkhwanazi is a criminal, and also he's running a hit squad there in KZN. You know what is happening in KZN? If criminals are shooting, the police will be dropping them down. So basically, Paul O'Sullivan says that the man is running a hit squad in the KZN. Those statements did not really sit well with General Mkhwanazi, because he decided that, well, as I'm going to the commission, I should also make a statement to this consultant, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, to say that I know you have a lot to say, but let us meet in court. There is a lot to unpack, and I think the full details that is stemming from the press briefing of General Mkhwanazi will really be opened when we listen to the Commission of Inquiry. Now it is the chance. We don't want to hear who says what when they say what. The opportunity will be presented. The first one on the block is General Mkhwanazi, who has to open and really give us a direction on where are we going. Paul O'Sullivan, of course, he will be making a way to that commission to also come with allegations. Now, this brings a question of, are we ever going to come to a conclusion? We're going to have a lot of allegations from General Mkhwanazi, which some of these people who are involved, they will need to come. People like Senzo Mchunu, Begitele, Richard Mkhwanazi, all these people, they will have to make their way to the commission. The same way that you saw Zondo Commission, they're going to come, they're going to be questioned, they're going to deny it. And it seems like Paul O'Sullivan has a lot to say, because he's alleging that the same General Mkhwanazi that you are speaking about is a criminal and also running a hit squad. So he will need to come up with evidence on the issues that he's coming with. You cannot just say someone is a criminal without providing evidence. You cannot say he's running a hit squad without showing us a detailed evidence to say that because of 1, 2, 3, I believe the man is running a hit squad. It is going to be very interesting, but at what cost? The taxpayers' money will be used for the circus that we are about to watch. I remember what happened with the Zondo Commission. We had high hopes. Even to this day, we cannot point and say, because of Zondo Commission, we are thankful because these are the actions that were taken. Never. Now we have another commission of inquiry. They are going to continue. We are going to like it. We are going to watch and talk about it. But at the end of the day, will the president really take serious measures against those who are involved in this mess? And while we are continuing with the same commission of inquiry, there is another ad hoc committee that is coming, which is going to start in October. So General Mkhwanazi, once he's done in the commission, he will be making his way to the committee. And that is very different from the commission, because the committee is going to be facing each and every MP that is representing his party. And they are going to try to make sure that they find more information from him. Not only General Mkhwanazi, each and every individual that would be testifying at that committee would be grilled. So expect that until December we are going to really be entertained, but at the cost of taxpayers' money. And when the year ends, we are going to be told that we need more time in the commission. The same as the committee, they're going to need more time. They get more time, that means more taxpayers' money. It's probably going to end around June next year. And by the time it ends, those recommendations that would be given to the president, I can assure you, none of them would be implemented. The country is run by criminals. You cannot really charge this person if you also have a case to account for. We have a sitting president that has a case. Tell me if there will be justice when you have situations like that. He doesn't have much power to really put his foot down and say enough is enough. If he goes on to speak about that, the same people that are next to him are going to warn him and say, you make this move, we press the button. Don't forget, there is a place called Phala Phala Farm. If you dare implement the recommendations from the committee, make sure that you are well protected, because we are going to come after you. That is what is running the country. If this country was run by clean people, I can assure you, accountability would be something that we speak of every day. But because everybody is tainted, we must keep on dreaming. Anyway, guys, we wait for tomorrow to listen to General Mkhwanazi on what he would be providing to the commission, because the information by Mkhwanazi would be very vital to the success of this commission. Until next time, guys. Cheers.